Do you ever get this idea in your head and for some reason you can't shake it? That happens a lot to me in games. Sometimes I overthink, sometimes I spend way too much time doing it. And for Choo-Choo Charles, it always broke my heart that Eugene died. So, the other day I booted up my game, and I said today is the day he will live. And here is how it's going so far. Me, on top of a building, running away from Choo-Choo Charles. So I tried everything. I ran away one direction, it didn't work. I ran away another direction, it didn't work. A third direction, it didn't work. I jumped off a bridge. Surprisingly, that didn't work either. I hid, that didn't work. And on top of a building. Try to wait him out. He does not give up. Because you see, he's permanently aggro, which means he's aggressive and focused on one thing, getting you, no matter what. And after everything failed, it got me thinking. But then an idea struck me. The beginning area. There's giant invisible walls. He can't get in, so I'm gonna run for it. It didn't work. And so I tried again. However, I timed it, and eventually I skated just by the skin of my teeth in the door, and I was safe, and he could not get in. So then, my next idea. I know if you drop out of the map, you fall back into the train. So, if I do the speedrun trick that climbs all the way to the top of the invisible wall and fall out of the map into the train and move forward, and Charles would have to chase us even further away. And maybe if I got into the train and hit go, I could get past some kind of kill zone where Eugene would not die. But that didn't happen, and we died anyways. Which is what I would say if I ever got the trick to work. I spent a whole day, could not for the life of me get it to work. I was losing a lot of hope. Until the unthinkable happened. While trying to climb, I saw a light get closer. But how could that be? Charles can't get in. I turn around, and this is my actual reaction. I couldn't believe it. There he was, inside the walls, on the dock and stuck with me. Unfortunately, I had never seen this before, never heard of it before. So I panicked, and I died. But I knew what I had to do. I knew there was a chance to save Eugene. And it was also at that moment I realized that I was the first person to trap Charles. But for how long? And would it work? And could it be enough time to save Eugene? So I went to work and kept trying and trying and trying and trying. And eventually sometimes it worked. Got him stuck and I ran. I would have anywhere between 4 minutes and about 10 minutes. And in that time, I was able to get enough upgrades to get enough speed that he barely could reach us. Was that enough? No. Because of how inconsistent it is to trap him. It takes 10 minutes, 20 minutes, sometimes to even get him through the visible walls. And when he does, sometimes he just falls out of the map. And sometimes he just kills you. And sometimes he breaks out. And so it was a waiting game. A very long waiting game. I was able to get the flamethrower early. And one of the 3 required eggs to summon Charles. Also, enough scrap to get a few upgrades on speed, which allowed me to get across the map even faster. But was it enough? But before I answer that question, here are a few things I thought was interesting. If you do trap him, you can actually see him running alongside the beach. It's kind of funny. It's a little tiny Charles. You can see him in the distance. And as well, if you ever wondered, can you actually kill this Charles that's chasing you? Well, with the flamethrower and more speed, we are able to pull him along and get enough damage in, and you cannot. He is immortal, at least like this. Now that being said, I'm not giving up on Eugene. I'm going to keep doing this and keep trying to trap Charles. However, it has been 5 days and a couple hours every day and not that much luck of trapping him consistently. But I hope there's a part 2, and I hope at the end of part 2, Eugene is alive. I really hope so. So in the end, we didn't quite get the answer. If capturing Charles would save Eugene. I think it will, and I'm going to keep striving to do so. It might take some time, but I will. And when I do, I hope you come back to watch the ending. Because life is not quite about the destination, it's about the journey. And this one is going to be a journey. So please, take a step back, take a deep breath, and enjoy your journey and your holiday. I hope you're happy, I hope you're doing well. And remember, it's not what you've done, it's not what's happened, it's what you do next that makes all the difference. Thanks, and see you next time. The quest for Eugene's survival continues in part 2.